All right, perfect. How's everybody doing? Great to see all of you. Thank you for coming to the webinar today. This is going to be an awesome webinar. And of course, we got some freebie stuff for you as well, and even a chance at a coupon code, 30% off Rhinestones. So first off, let's all be honest here. How many of you are at the webinar today for a free font? Free Rhinestone True Type font. I see a lot of you are. How many of you are here to learn something, to learn how to make those cool looking designs that I posted, and then the free font's just a bonus? Yes, of course, of course. And then we also have those of you that are here for the chance at the 30% off Rhinestones for 24 hours. I'm sure many of you are here for that. I see some of you here for the third. Well, and that's the thing. That's what we do here at the Rhinestone World. We give you many reasons to come to the webinars. Obviously, our biggest reason is to teach you and teach you about our software, the TRW Stone Wizard, which is the most used macro for Corel Draw for creating rhinestones and multi-deck design. So we're really proud of that. We love all of our users, and glad all of you come to these different webinars to be able to learn things, and obviously hopefully build your business to make your business more successful and allow you to be able to create some awesome designs. So one thing, we have our free True Type font. So as Rudy would say, getting a free True Type font is pretty awesome. So that's awesome, of course. And that font, what we're going to do is at the end of the webinar, we are going to let you know where the different things are. So we're going to save the different files that we create in the webinar today. We're also going to list this True Type font in a place on the website that will let you know, and it will be free for 24 hours. So the font will be free for 24 hours, and then it will be a paid font after that, okay? So we want to reward all of you that are obviously at the webinar today, okay? So everybody that comes to the webinar, those of you who have been to webinars before, know that we do some awesome things at the webinar. So we're going to teach you a lot of cool features with Corel Draw and the TRW Stone Wizard. We're going to give you some free files. We're going to give you a free Rhinestone True Type font. And I would say chances are we're probably going to give you 30% off Rhinestones. So just to let you know, people are still pouring in. We are currently at, what did I say, 357 I think we needed for attendees, and we just sent out a notice, so I know many more are coming in. I see it was just at, I think I said 357. We are currently at 336 attendees. So we're currently at 336, 337. I see it keep going up. So make sure that everybody is registered, anybody that you know, so we can get in here and break that 357. Just to let you know, we did have 648 of you register for the webinar. So I'm sure that's going to be broken here in a minute or two, okay? So I did have a few things that I did want to ask before we get going. So before we get going here, one quick poll question I'm going to launch here for you real quick is, do you currently own the TRW Stone Wizard? So I just want to know how many of you in here currently own the Wizard, how many of you are looking into owning it, or do not currently own it. So I see many of you are voting. Thank you. And it's looking like about 70% of you currently do own the Wizard, and the rest of you hope to soon or do not currently own it right now. So perfect. Got some good idea of what kind of class we have here as far as knowledge of everybody. So this is an intermediate webinar. So we are going to be going over some features that, if you're brand new, they may be a little bit over your head off the start, but no worries. You're going to be able to watch it later and learn those different features throughout the process. So let's go ahead and close that one. And we did have one more quick question. And this one is, do you currently own Corel Draw? So as many of you know, the awesome thing about the TRW Stone Wizard is it is compatible with Corel Draw X5, X6, and X7. So the latest 3 versions of Corel Draw, it is currently compatible with, so you can do all the things that we're doing here today in X5, X6, and X7. So I see we got a lot of X6 users, like we always do. X7 is actually starting to catch the X6 users. About 13% of you currently do not own Corel Draw, and about 10% X5, 45% X6, and 30% X7. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and close that down, and let's go ahead and get started. So those of you who don't know what a Rhinestone True Type font is, so basically I just typed this out right here. So you can see I can type any letters that I want. So I'm just typing them. It's just a True Type font that's built into my font library on my computer. So technically, you could type this font out that you're getting for free. You could type it out in Microsoft Word if you want to, or any other program. It doesn't mean it's going to work as a Rhinestone font in Microsoft Word. It'll look like this. But the main thing is you can just completely type it out to whatever you want. And then when you're ready to change it to different sizes, you're going to have all your different sizes in your drop-down menu here in the wizard, and you just click on whatever size you want it to be, hit yes, and now this is perfect for SS10s. I want 6s, now it's 6s, now it's 16s. So with the Rhinestone True Type font, it's going to save you a ton of time as far as creating your different designs, because you can just type it out very quick, okay? So let's see. And I see a couple of you are having issues. Oh, hey, everybody, congratulate yourself. Everybody clap. I just looked up. We're now at 381 attendees. 381 attendees in the webinar already. So that means everybody needs to stay till the end, because I will be giving out a 30% off all Rhinestones on our website for 24 hours. I don't even think we did 30% off for Black Friday. I think we only did 25% off. So 30% off Rhinestones. We'll give you that coupon code at the end of the webinar here, so you'll be able to load up on some stones. And guess what? The less expensive the Rhinestones are for you, the bigger your margins is on all of those shirts that you sell. So you're going to make more money, okay? So obviously, crystal stones, the ones that you use all the time, any schools in your area, make sure to load up on those stones and take advantage of the sale, because as many of you that have been with us for many years, I don't think that we've ever done 30% off Rhinestones. So it is a pretty big thing, but hey, I wanted to challenge you guys. I wanted to see if the TRW crew would show up here today, and obviously all of you did, so I'm going to reward you for it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to get rid of the True Type fonts. We have a ton of videos. Those of you who are not a member of the Facebook page yet, not a member of the YouTube channel, anything, make sure to go subscribe to those, because we do have over 1,000 tutorial videos on our YouTube channel. We have everything on our Facebook page as far as sharing ideas, and the TRW crew sharing ideas with each other. And we have our Crafting with Rhinestones and Vinyl Facebook page as well. That's awesome to be able to share ideas. We actually do a giveaway every week where we do a creative contest. You can submit all your cool looking finished products, and we vote on them and give away some money to the website, okay? All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and get started here. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you just kind of an image of what we're going to be doing here. So let me go ahead and grab one of these images here, and I'll show you the first one that we're going to do here. And something that's very popular is all of the multi-deck designs. So multi-deck designs is when you're using, and I'll post this one here. Everybody see that? So when you're using heat transfer vinyl and rhinestones. Well, one of the hard things to do is to get those stones to fit in there perfectly. So again, this is a design that someone actually wanted us to create. So we created it like this, and as I was creating, I was thinking, man, this would be a pretty awesome webinar to share with the crew as far as how I created this. So as you can see, we used a script font, we used a regular font. You can use any different type of fonts that you want with the different method that I'm going to show you here today. All right. So again, very awesome. You can change around all of your colors. And if you wanted to, like for example, with this design, like I showed on the Facebook page, if you wanted to just use rhinestones, the awesome thing about having a file like this is if I paste this in here, This is that exact same design, but it's just rhinestones. So it's still an awesome looking design with just stones, and all that is that inside fill of this design. So technically you're getting two different designs out of it. You're getting an all rhinestone design that looks great, looks nice and smooth, and the stones look great, but then you're also getting that option of a multi-deck design to be able to create as well. So we're going to create this one first just to give you an idea, and then we're going to go ahead and create a couple pretty cool baseball mom looking designs to show you how awesome those look, and give you an idea of how to mix in some different true type fonts with it as well, okay? All right, so is everybody with me right now? Everybody sees the Dance Mom designs on the screen here. Now we do have, everybody, just let me know if you can see the designs, because I do see a couple people on here that are saying they're not seeing the screen. So everybody can see it? Okay, perfect. Just to let you know, we're well over 400 in the class now. So TRW crew is representing today. Okay, everybody can see it? Okay, if you're not seeing it, maybe log out and log back in, because it looks like 400 plus of you are currently seeing it, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But log out, log back into the webinar. You'll still be able to get back in, no problem, and see if that fixes it at all, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close these two down, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on this design here. So as you can see, I'm working in Corel Draw X7 and the TRW Stone Wizard version 2.14. And just, again, I can't give too many hints, but we were working on a few of the Wizard 3.0 features the other night. Sorry, I added another one that's a pretty awesome feature. And so, again, coding's taking a little bit longer than we thought, but believe me, when you see it and we get this released, it will be well worth the wait, because it's going to make the Wizard 2.14 look like a baby program, okay? All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to click on my font here, and we're going to go ahead and just type out in uppercase mom. All right, so first thing I can do is create the mom part of the design. Now, don't try to follow along with me right here. If you do have a dual screens and you're trying to follow along, because it could be difficult to follow along. Again, this is an intermediate webinar, so if you do notice some features that you don't really know what they are or how to use it, again, we're going to record this so you will be able to see it in the future as well, and then you can pause and go along slow and everything. Those of you who do have questions, make sure to ask us. We do have Rudy Rhinestone in here. We have Doc Rhinestone. I think Lisa Rhinestone's here, and I think Nick Rhinestone's here. So we got the whole Rhinestone family here with us. So if you have questions, we knew there was going to be a ton of you here today. Go ahead and post your questions, and they will try to answer them as well in the comments box. All right, so I got my font here. Now, if I go to my fonts, the font that the customer was asking for was this font right here, okay? So this is my font that I'm going to use for the mom part of the design, all right? So I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. I'm going to get it to about, I don't know, we're going to try around 9.4 inches, but first thing I want to do is I want to get my text a little bit closer together. So I'm just going to click on my text spacing area over here under my Edit tab and click the left arrow and move it a little bit closer together. So I would say that's looking pretty good right there, all right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it into that 9.3, 9.4 range again. You can see I'm at 9.346 right now. And I'm going to start creating my different islands to be able to get these stones in here nice. So watch how I'm going to do this. So I have just the mom right here. And then I'm going to come over to my Place and Fill tab. And I'm going to go one island. And those of you who have seen some different webinars before, I'll normally go one island to the outside, then another one to the outside, then a thicker one to get that extra heat transfer vinyl on the outside of it. Well, I'm going to do it a little bit different this time, because when I was kind of evaluating this font and seeing how it was going to work, I thought it would look pretty cool if we went to the inside first, because it's a nice bold font, and I think it will make the design look a little bit better, a little bit cleaner, okay? So I have my mom here. I'm going to go islands to the inside. I don't want to add stones, and I'm just going to go 0.075. So if I do an island fill, it's going to do that. It created this island to the inside of my mom right there. Now I'm going to click on the black one here, and I'm going to go to the outside, just the opposite, same contour spacing and island fill. So it created that one to the outside. And I'm going to change colors here just so you guys can see everything that we're working with. We got a yellow, we got a black, and we got an orange. Now I'm going to create my last island that's going to be heat transfer vinyl. So I'm going to double the size of this one. So I'm going to go 0.15 and to the outside of this orange one and island fill. And then we'll change this to a different color. Let's go blue. All right. So everybody can see all the different islands that I created in contours. I have a yellow, I have a black, I have an orange, and I have a blue here. I'm going to hit Control Z, Z, and Z to go back. Now, the cool thing about this font is because it's so rounded, it's going to stone out pretty awesome. So watch this. Let's use my stone color as an aquamarine off the start. Okay, so I got an aquamarine. And I'm going to click on my black layer right here. So you can see I have my black layer. And then I'm going to do a corner detect, okay, and add stones to path on that black layer. When I click, boom, there we go. So that hit it perfect to the inside there. And with the corner detect on, it hit all of these different areas to hit all of those perfect. So now what we're going to do is highlight it. I highlighted the entire design, clear my paths, so that cleared my paths out. Now this orange right here, I don't need it anymore, but I still need to punch it out from that back side. So I'm going to click on the orange, shift click to the blue, so I have both of those, and I can go ahead and trim it. Zoom back in and delete my orange. All right, see what I got there? So I deleted that out, so now I have my yellow, I have my blue, and I have my stones. So this mom part of the design technically is done right here. Okay, the only thing I do need to do is, remember I did the corner detect, so those corners are going to have some overlaps. So I'm going to click on one of the blue ones here, and I'm going to change these to different colors so they're easy to see. Let's change them to green. So I'm going to click on one of the green ones, select same color, so all of my stones are selected. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to merge my overlaps. And now I have no overlaps. So the mom part of this design is done. We'll pretty it up with colors and stuff in a little bit. But this is done right here. Let's say you wanted this with a pink and this with a silver and then this whatever you want, jet black stones. So this part of our design is completely done. Now this part of the design I want to show you for the dance part is more difficult, but that's the thing. I like to show you the more difficult things because I want you to see it real time. So when I was playing around with this dance part of it earlier, I found a specific size that it basically stoned out perfect. And it took me a while to find that size. And that's the thing. I don't want to show you that because 99% of the time, you're going to actually type it out and it's not going to stone out perfect. So what I want to show you is how you're going to fix it when it doesn't stone out perfect. So anybody can show you a rhinestone software, put a ton of spacing between it, make it a real wide contour on a basic design, hit a button, and it's perfect. And you're going to say, oh my God, that was awesome. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get home, do a real design that you would actually create for a customer. You're going to do everything, do the same thing, hit that button, it's going to stone out, and you're going to be like, oh man, that stinks. Because it's not going to do what you were shown, okay? So that's why I like to show you the more difficult things and show you how easy it is to edit stuff like that. Because the thing is, no matter what you pay for a software, whether it's $5 or $5,000, it's only as valuable as your knowledge of the software. If you don't know how to use it, it's a worthless software. And that's why we do so many webinars and have so many videos to teach you the software. So I'm going to go here, and there's a font that I use, and I don't think this is a free font. I have it on my computer, though. It's this Androgyne, so A-N-D-R-O-G-Y-N-E. It's a font that I use a lot at different times, and a pretty cool-looking font here. I do like the font, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tighten up the spacing on this a little bit. So I'm going to go to my Edit tab and my text spacing. I'm just going to hit the left arrow. Kate says it is a free font on dafont.com. Well, awesome. Thank you, Kate. So those of you who see this, it is a free font on dafont.com, and that's DAFONT.com. And you can get this font. It's a font that you'll see we use it in a lot of different designs. I think it's a nice looking font, types out nice, and you can do some great stoning with it as well. All right. So let's get this font, and I'm going to shrink it down into that 9.3 range, about what we were before. 9.362 I'm at right now. And I'm going to do something a little bit different with this one, okay? So I don't want to go to the inside like we did before because, oh, we had a question, the font name. The font name is right up here, Dana, right up here at the top. So I don't want to go to the inside of this one, and I'll show you why. If I go to my place and fill, and let's do that 0.075 to the inside, and turn off our corner detect and do an island fill, see how it gets into the letters? It doesn't look as good because the font isn't as bold. It's not going to stand out as much. So I'm going to Control Z and go back. So on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go to the outside at 0.075. I'm going to do an island fill, and then outside at 0.075, another island fill. So I did 2 island fills, and then what I'm going to do is click on this one and try that 0.15 again, and an island fill. So that's that wider outline. And I'll change all my colors here to show you. One thing you do want to look at is, see the black right here? Well, the black right there is actually, if I go to my wireframe, see that? That's a weeding nightmare right there. You don't want to deal with that, okay? So who in here, I like to be interactive? What's my easy fix? I click on the dance right there, and what do I hit? There we go. Everybody, awesome. We click weld. So we have it in our shortcuts right here. Click on dance. I hit weld, and now watch when I go in and look at that same spot. Now it's all welded together. It's going to weed perfect, okay? So anytime you have a script font or anytime a font is overlapping each other, make sure to use that weld feature because that's going to save you a lot of headache when it comes to cutting. Okay, so let's change some colors here. Let's go yellow. Let's go orange, and you know what? Boom. Let's do this. Let's go green, orange. We'll get my Miami Hurricane colors in here. So we got our dance here. You can see we still have our blue outlines. To get rid of my blue outlines there, I can just highlight all of it and right-click on my X there. And right-click gets rid of that outline. Left-click gets rid of the fill, okay? David, you're my man, all about the you. All right, so we got our different colors here. Now, who knows what color am I going to click on here to add my SS10 rhinestones? Am I going to click on the black, the green, the orange, or the silver? Awesome. Yes, exactly. I see most of you are getting up. We got some oranges coming in there. Okay, so we're kind of split between orange and green. Now, when you look at it, I can see what you're looking at, and you may think orange. So watch when I click on the orange. I'm going to show you where the stones go. Because think about it. The orange, it's going to land them directly on the path. So this is the path for the orange where it's going to center the stones and split them. Okay, so do we still want the orange, or do we want the silver, or the green, or the black? There we go. Yep, we want the green, because the green is going to split the stones right there, and then it's going to be in between my silver and black. Okay, so watch. Click on my green right there, and we have purple as our stone color, so that's fine. I'm going to corner detect and add stones to path, and boom, there we go. Highlight it all, clear my paths, and there we go. Now, what's one more thing that I do need to do here real quick? Remember the red right there, or the orange? What do I need to do with this red and silver? Man, you guys are good. You guys have seen this once or twice before, haven't you? Click on my orange, shift-click to my gray, okay? And then there's another way you can do this. So what I normally do is I click trim, okay? I click trim, and then I go delete the orange, and that does it. Well, you can also do it this way. Watch. The orange is there. Shift-click to the gray. You're also going to see toolbars up here. So if I do back minus front, okay, back minus front, and click on that, it actually saves you an extra click and deletes that already for me. Does everybody see how I did that? Instead of using the trim, using the back minus front. So basically it's saying you want to keep the back, but subtract the layer that's in front. So I'll do it again real quick for you. See, we have, that's a full orange right there and a full gray right there. See that? I'm going to click orange, shift click to the gray. So I have both of those. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do back minus front. And boom, there you go. And it saves you a zooming in and clicking. All right? All right, now you can see, as everybody can see here, we have some editing to do. There's a couple different spots. Like this spot right here, I would just move real quick, okay? But these areas right here, you can see we do have some issues, okay? So first thing I would do is just to see what I need to work with, I want to go ahead and get rid of any overlaps that I have, okay? So to get rid of any overlaps that I have, I'm going to click on one of the purples. I'm going to select the same color. So now I have all of my rhinestones selected, all right? And then I can just go here. I could actually just go to the merge overlaps if I want. So now, since I merged the overlaps, I know for a fact that there are no overlapping purple stones here, okay? I do have some dead areas that I need to work with, but there's no overlapping purple stones. So now I can go in and start my editing. So if I wanted to, I could just do a couple clicks, and right click, and that's going to fix that. Okay. Now I could also go, for example, right here. What I like to do sometimes is see how my spacing's a little bit off here? Well, if I moved both of these, okay, and then I'm going to lock this black area. I'll just go up there and lock it. That way when I click on it, it doesn't grab it. And then I'm going to go up here to my freehand pick tool. Now watch what I can do with my freehand pick tool, because I can see another stone isn't going to fit there, but I don't want to readjust all of those different stones. So if I use my freehand pick tool and just draw around this area right here, it's going to select all of those stones, and then I'm going to say I want you to start right there and respace them all. So I can click right over here and magic respace, and now it distributed the spacing perfectly, and I can clear my path. Everybody see how I did that? And I'll do it again here. I'll show you a couple different options of it. So right here, I want it tighter spacing, but in a lot of programs, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go like this. You'll have to go like this, and then this, and then this, and then say, oh, too much spacing there. Move this here, move this here, move this here, move this here. Way too much clicking for me. So make it at the end to where you want it to be at the end, okay? I have my freehand pick tool. Highlight the area that I want to respace. So see that area? Decide where I want that respacing to start. Magic respace, and it's now perfect. Clear my path. All right? So let's go again. This area right here. I could do a couple different things here. You can see right there, that's going to be overlapping stones. So that's not going to work, right? So a couple different things I could do. One thing I think I would probably do with this one, I would probably just split the difference there, okay? You could also edit some nodes if you want. Matt, are you right-click or left-click? On which part, Shelby? Which part on the right-click? I can do another one right here for you, Shelby, so watch. So I got this area right here on the respace. On the respace, I am left-clicking. So we got this right here. I'm going to put that stone exactly where I want it. Now I'm going to draw the area that I want respaced. So I wanted all of those respaced. And then I'm going to click on this stone right there and magic respace, and it hits it perfect there. Now clear my path. Now if it changes a tiny bit right there, you can just move that. All right, so my respacing's good there, good there. This right here, I would just probably add a stone, move that a tiny bit over. That's going to fit perfect there. And we got a little bit of a respace issue down here. Again, I'm going to move this into that area, kind of fill the difference between those two. And you can also do this. If you didn't want to click on all the different freehand, Carolyn, if you don't have, just to let you know, we've thought of you. We would never forget you, Carolyn. If you don't have, for example, an X5, the freehand pick tool, well, guess what we have? You can actually click on the freehand tool, the freehand draw tool, and then you could click on, there's an option over here. in the wizard, see this right here? So watch this, Carolyn. I can go, and I'll show you from scratch, and we'll do it this way. Move this to there. Now I'm going to click on my freehand draw tool. I'm just going to draw a circle around the area, and then check this out. The wizard's got you covered for X5. I could come over here and click on that, and now it just selected all those items. So it's our own custom freehand pick tool that we made in the wizard for all you X5 users. So now you have that feature. Okay? All right, so I'm good there, and let's come over and magic respace there. Perfect, and clear my path. All right, and then the last one was right over here. I would actually, that's perfect spacing right there. I would just duplicate that. I like it, Kimberly. And wait, that's not all. All right, so one more right here I see. Again, move this down a little bit here. Let's go to our freehand pick tool. Let's, oh, I grabbed my gray. Don't want to grab that. Let's grab around this area right here. Again, it's going to respace all of those. Let's start it with this one right here. Respace, and that respace is now perfect. So that's the editing involved in advanced design like that. So like I said, there's always going to be manual editing in design. So you're not going to click on a button and it's going to be completely perfect when it comes to Rhinestone. So you will have some manual editing. Now it's just a matter of how easy that manual editing is for you. So let's go ahead, and we did have a question there. What would happen if you were doing the magic respace but did not lock the black button down? For locking the dance down, is that what you're saying, Marty? The only reason why I locked that down, and I'll unlock it right now, is because when I was drawing the path around, you could see I was starting it in this black area a lot. So what would have happened is each time I went to start to draw my path, it would have grabbed the black and started moving it, okay? So that's the only reason why I locked it, was so I could start my drawing in there and then pick the different stones, okay? All right, perfect. So we got our Dance Mom design. I'm going to get off my freehand pick tool here. I'm going to highlight the entire design, and now I can just use some arrows. I'm just using my arrows to edit it. So I'm just going to line it up right now and see exactly where I want this to go. So I'm going to say, it's looking good right about there. I'm looking at the bottom part of my gray area there, and I would say we're looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do is, just for my next design, so we don't have to recreate it all, I'm going to duplicate that. So I just dragged it over and right-clicked. And let's go ahead and, Kristen, yes, Kristen, that's a great question. Kristen said, after selecting the stones with the freehand pick tool, do you hold shift while choosing the stone to start the spacing? Kristen, yes, you do. You hold shift to select that last stone. Great question. And you don't necessarily have to hold shift. I just like to tell it where to start it. So, for example, if you had this area right here and these stones were missing, and I just highlighted this and magic respaced, it magic respaced that perfect, and I didn't select any start area, okay? Just to give you an idea. All right, so we got our dance all lined up here. Now we need to do a little bit of a color changes. And what else do we do? What do you think I want to do with these two grays right here, this outside layer? What do we want to do with that? Exactly, we want to weld it together. So I got my gray and my gray, because you'll see when I look at my wireframe, those are all overlapping. So I got my two grays right there. So gray and gray. I have both of these. Let me get both of those selected. Both of those selected. Let's go ahead and hit weld. And now those are welded together, as you can see. Okay. Now I'm going to change it. We could have these separate colors if you want, but I'm going to select my dance and my mom. So I got dance mom, and I'm just going to go ahead and click weld to weld those together. So those are one item now. Okay. And then our stones right here, select our purple, select same color. We'll change those to a jet black, and select same color. We'll change those to a jet black. All right. And actually, we'll go ahead and I'm going to copy this mom part of the design and put it on a new page real quick. Yeah, you could combine them as well, Stephanie. I just use the weld feature a lot. Even if they're not, you can still weld something together, even if technically they're not overlapping or touching. It just still is creating them into one item. All right, so let's go ahead and delete that real quick. And let's go ahead and I have my pink here. I have my silver there, and I have all of my stones. So to cut this design, or let's say we just want a quick proof of this design, we could go magic vinyl. Let's go hot pink glitter with a silver glitter. Click on one of these, select it the same color, and we're going to go crystal stones. Highlight my design. Let's go ahead and go to my design prep, and we can add a background, a watermark, and simulate our stones, and we can go ahead and hit add. That's going to run through for us and give us a quick little proof mock-up sheet with your watermark. So pretty good looking design right there, isn't it? Now you can do this again, like I said, for any type of font, but we get this question a lot, is how do you get stones inside of letters? But we're really, and when we go to the different shows and we talk to customers, everybody's like, oh man, we get a lot out of these multi-deck designs, the heat transfer vinyl combined with the stones, and then we don't have to layer as many stones. We can cut the heat transfer vinyl, and the multi-deck designs are really popular, but we want to get it where the stones are kind of inside the letters. And that's where it's a pretty simple thing to do, using some of the different features as far as the respaces and the magic respace, and just knowing your design, knowing how to edit nodes and do different things. I could have made this into anything I wanted, whether it was dance mom, cheer mom, baseball mom, church mom. I mean, anything you can think of, you can completely customize it, okay? So this design right here, multi-deck on a shirt, pretty cool looking. Anybody think that they could sell this to a customer? I mean, I think it's a pretty nice looking design that you should probably be able to sell to a customer or a mom pretty easy. And then, you know what's even cooler about it is you could do something like this. You want to add at least $5 to this shirt right here. Well, if you wanted to add $5, you could do dance mom of, my daughter's name is Madison. She likes to go by Maddie. I think she wants to try and change her name. But we're doing dance mom of Maddie. We can use that same font right there. So check this out and add this right in here. Honestly, we're talking an extra penny's worth of heat transfer vinyl here. So an extra penny worth of pennies, not 1 penny. Pennies worth of heat transfer vinyl. So I could go there, I can go ahead and convert that text to curves, I can switch to my magic vinyl, I could change that to a silver glitter or the hot pink glitter, highlight this, let's go to my design prep and prep that up real quick, so we'll go ahead and add that up real quick, and there we have Dance Mom of Maddie. Completely customized, they can't buy this anywhere else, and now you just added $5 in a matter of seconds, okay? So as you know, in this business, customization is key. So cool thing about the font that you got, and that's one of the main reasons why I did the font, is with that font right there, you can actually use the numbers as well. It's pretty awesome font. It's 2 inches tall. So like, for example, my son is number 20 in baseball. So if I go to that actual font, it has numbers as well. So these are perfect size numbers where it doesn't use a lot of rhinestones because it's an outline, but perfect size numbers for sleeves. To give you an example, different baseball teams and softball teams and different things that we do, $5 to add a custom number on the sleeve. So again, upselling is key, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. We'll let you know where to get the free font and stuff after, but make sure when you're using this Dance Mom design that you're going to get for free that you start customizing it, because you can customize this pretty easy and it's going to look nice, okay? So make sure that you're customizing this. And I'm going to test something out here, and don't worry, I'll stay a little extra if I have to. Mike, that is a great idea, Mike. Mike said makes a great car decal as well, and Mike is exactly right there. Check this out. So let's say, for example, I'm going to select, and let's just go ahead and delete all of the stones here for now. Okay, so let's get rid of all these stones. And now let's call this a vinyl decal. So this is our FDC sign vinyl. So since there's no stones in it now, it's a vector design right here that we can adjust the sizing. Let's switch this to 4 by 6 inches. Check out this decal right here. You made an awesome shirt. Why not make them a car decal? Mike's on the ball. Mike's all over it. Dance Mom right here. Let's go to our mock-ups. Let's go over here. Let's change it to a lighter color pink. We can change it to a light pink here. We can highlight our design. We can go to mock-ups. We can come over here to add our logo, go to accessories, click on this car decal right here, and we're 4 inches by 6 inches. It's going to run through it right here for us. It's going to look at it and say, you know what? That is an awesome size to go on the back window of a car, and bam, there you go. Now you have a perfect mock-up for a car window for them. Okay? So you can shrink that size down. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could shrink it down to SS6s, use the Bling Anything material, apply the FDC sign vinyl first, apply the Bling Anything material over top of it, and now you got obviously a multi-deck rhinestone car decal with the FDC sign vinyl. Okay, so all different types of options, but again, with the mock-ups and everything, you can do some pretty crazy stuff with it, and it looks really cool. Okay, you can see some of the different mock-ups I created. So again, you can create all your custom mock-ups as well. So if you don't know how to create a custom mock-up in the TRW Stone Wizard yet, I do have a video on that. So make sure. I know some of the dance moms out there, they like to drink some wine every once in a while. So hey, why not make them a boom? Let's change this to a black, highlight my design. Let's click on this right here with a white background and hit OK. And then we can run through and it's going to do. So all types of different types of mock-ups you can do, but make sure when you have a vector design, check that out. Perfectly right onto a wine glass right there. Okay? Anything that you guys sell, whether you do heat transfer vinyl, whether you do sublimation, whether you do screen printing, anything you do, the wizard can work for you because you can add all of your own custom mock-ups to anything you want, whether it's a mouse pad, an iPhone case, anything. All right? All right, so let's go ahead and create this last design, and I have 17 minutes to create it. So 17 minutes to create this, and just to let you know, I see a lot of questions coming through. We are actually going to start creating some different mock-up packs as well. So some different mock-up packs that we'll sell as download files on the website that might be like a sports pack, and it might have like shorts and sweatpants and track suits and different things like that. Then we might have a different pack for sweatshirts, and we might have all different types of things. So we got our arm sleeve in here, our batting practice jacket, our different hoodies. So all different type of things. We're going to create mock-ups for hopefully anything you guys can think of. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and create the baseball design here. And I'm going to show you what this looks like before we create it, just to show you how easy it is again. So I got this from our Facebook page, those of you who haven't seen it. So I'm going to go ahead and paste this in here for you. And this is our baseball mom design. Okay? So pretty nice looking design. Honestly, this design, obviously I've done this before, okay? So I'm not going to say that you're just going to be able to grab the wizard and create this design as quickly as we can. Of course, we know that's not going to happen, but that's why we do these webinars, to teach you how to do it. So eventually you can get to that point, okay? So this design right here, honestly, it probably took me, I would say 3 to 4 minutes to create. Okay, because I used a true type font and I used this font. I knew what to do with the laces and everything else. I'm not going to create it that quick for you guys right now because I want to explain it to you. I have 14 minutes left, so I'm going to go through slow and show you exactly how to do this. Okay, what do you think? Before I create it, anybody think they could sell this font or sell this design to a customer, whether it says softball mom, baseball mom, anything? And don't think you can't put baseball mom of number 20 down at the bottom right there like we're going to do. So again, awesome looking multi-deck design. You got some stones, you got some heat transfer vinyl, you got some glitter, you got anything and everything you can think of. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and delete this one and delete this. Oh, guess what? Anybody want a bonus today? Does somebody want a little extra bonus file for free? I need at least, we got to make sure everybody's paying attention. We got 490 of you in here now. So to make sure everybody's paying attention, I've done this before. It makes me feel good. So if everybody in here that says Matt is the greatest. Oh, Michelle or Michael. Michael remembered Matt is awesome. Matt is the greatest. I get 100 Matt is the greatest, and I'll throw an extra free file in here. Oh, I think I just got 490 of them. That just made my day. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome, awesome. That's for Rudy. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. So check this out. Since all of you guys are so awesome, I'm going to drag this in here, and let me go ahead and I'm going to add something to it. See these laces right here? Perfect vector baseball laces. These are yours for free as well. Okay? So I should have done it before. But wait, there's more. So free baseball laces right here are yours because I'm going to show you how I use these in the webinar right here. So I'm going to give you the free download file so you don't have to spend time to recreate these laces. All right? Cool? Everybody good with that? So I'm going to just go ahead and ungroup them. So they're two separate laces right here. Okay? So I got my laces, and I'm going to, let's go into my enhance frame. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to get my mom, and I'm going to bring my mom over here. So I got my mom design in here, and we're going to create this baseball design. So what I'm going to do is, now again, when you create a mom design like this, before you get to welding everything, go ahead and save it like I did right here. Because again, create it one time. Don't keep creating it over and over. Joseph had a quick question. Joseph got in a little late, wasn't sure what the mom font was. It is, let me show you real quick, Joseph. The mom font is right here. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. So right up here at the top, BAUHAUS 93. If I tried to pronounce that and pronounce it wrong, I might not be the greatest. All right. So I got my mom right here. And let's go ahead. Bauhaus. Oh, Nick, if you just made me pronounce it wrong, I'm going to be all over you, buddy. All right. So here's my laces. And the first time I created this design, I'm going to show you what I did, and then I looked at it, and I was like, okay, well, I can probably make it look a little bit better than that. So I'm going to bring my laces to the front, and I actually had the laces like this, and I had the laces like this, okay? And bring those to the front, and there we go, okay? So the laces were technically only going through this side of the M and this side of the M right here, okay? And I'll show you, you guys want to see both of them just so you can decide what you like better? I personally liked it the new way better, but it's so easy. I'm going to show you guys both of them. So let me duplicate this. So I'm going to show you what I do here. I click on the red, shift click to the pink, and up here you're going to see an intersect button. So I hit intersect. Red, shift click to pink, and intersect. Now the red right here, I'm going to go to my place and fill, and I'm going to do a 0.09 island to the outside, and the same thing on this one, island to the outside of it. So, well, what I actually want to do is, before I do that, let me show you what it did back here. See that right there? That was what the intersect done. That's what it, I said that's what it's done. That's what it did. Okay, that's what the intersect did. So let me show you again. If I wanted to duplicate this one and move it over, then I don't have to do all those intersects and stuff again. So I'm red, shift click to there, and up top, you're going to see intersect. Okay. Now what I want to do is, remember that feature I showed you earlier? Click on the white, shift click to the pink. Instead of trimming, who's paying attention, what did I do instead of trim? Anybody remember? Instead of trim, I clicked the, not the weld. Yes, there you go. We got some answers coming in. Back minus front. So watch, back minus front and click, and it got rid of it. Now I can just, if that red were, we already used the red for the intersect, so I can get rid of that. So watch, white, shift click to pink, up here, back minus front, and bam, there you go. Now we can change these laces to red if we want. We can change the pink to a silver, and there's my laces right there. So who likes that for the mom part with the laces? And I can change this outline color to a red as well that I like. Okay? So I don't really like the laces as much there because they don't really jump out at me as much as being laces. Okay? So here's what I did on this one. I'm only going to use one of my laces right here. I'm going to click and then click again. It's going to give me my handles to be able to rotate it. I'm going to rotate my laces, and then I'm going to have my laces going through right about there. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this, hold the shift key, and actually let's do that after. Let's go ahead and create my island around first. So 0.09 and island fill. Okay? So with this design right here, it all depends on what you want to do, because this right here is going to do different things depending on what you want to try to do with it, okay? So if you have your laces in different areas, so for example, when I had my laces over here going straight through, it didn't touch the zero part or the O part of my design at all, okay? So when I have this here, I can actually do different things with it. So depending on what you actually want to do is going to depend on the way it's going to form to it, okay? So let me move this up over here. And I'm going to rotate this. Which way do we want to rotate this? Let's rotate it this way. And let's go ahead and duplicate this. And I can mirror it and flip it if I want as well. So do you like the laces going the opposite ways or like them going the same ways? What do you think you guys like better? I'll let you guys decide. You like them going the opposite way better? Okay, we can have them go the opposite way. So it's stitching one way here, one way here. And actually, let me see if I brought in my original laces, what it's actually going to do here, because I don't even know how I have these laces saved. I actually have them saved going the same way. So if you guys want to fix that the way that they're saved there, then you can actually just go in here, rotate it, and flip it, and then they're going opposite ways. So the file that you're going to get has them going the same way, just so you guys know, okay? So let's go ahead and move this over here. And then you guys have the option of whatever you want, okay? So whether you want them the same, I think the original file I created had them going the same way. All right, so I create my island fill there, all right? Now what I can do is I can click on my red, shift click there. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, and then I'm just going to mirror it and flip it, and I can have this going right there, okay? So that's going through there, that's going through there. Now let's go ahead and get this design done. So I'm going to click on my red, shift click to the pink, and I want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I shift click to the pink, so I have my red and my pink. There we go, intersect. So I can come up here, and I have my intersect tool. Click on red, shift click to the pink, come over here, intersect. So technically I'm done with the red now. I can delete both of those. White, shift click to pink, save us an extra click. We can go back minus front. Boom, shift click to the pink, back minus front. Change these to red laces. Change this to silver. Change the outline to that same red. And which one do you like better? Personally, I like the right side better. I like the laces showing up a little bit more. But, and I see most of you, I think almost every single one of you are agreeing with me to the right side. Matt is awesome. But again, it gives you options. So depending on what you want to do, you have the options to do it whichever way you want. If you like it the other way, or maybe a customer likes it the other way better. And Ann Burke, you are my new favorite. Ann said Matt is extra awesome. So now let's go. Watch how easy the baseball part of this design is, okay? So the baseball part of this design, I'm going to click on my text. I'm going to type out B-A-S-E-B-A-L-L. I'm going to make that a little bit larger here. I'm going to go to my fonts. I'm going to click on my TRW 04 Superscript multi-stone font. So this is a 2-stone size font. Let's go to the wizard. I want it to be 10s and 6s. So I can click 10. It's going to say, do you want everything to be resized to 0.13? Who knows? What do I say here? Do I say yes or no on this multi-size font? Correct. I say no, because the software is smart enough to know that it's a multi-size font. So if I hit no, it's going to resize everything perfect for, bam, SS6s and SS10s. Highlight these. Let's go ahead and move this into place. And again, I can use the arrow buttons to move it right down to that edge there. And we are good to go. So there's our baseball mom design. Let's change all of our black stones here to crystal. Change these black stones to crystal as well. Let's change this to a magic vinyl. We're going to do our white glitter with our red glitter. And let's make see how the red is not all the same right now. So let's shift click on each of these reds. And let's go ahead and change these all to the same color red. We're going to go ahead and weld those together and then use our red glitter. Highlight my design. We're going to go to our design prep. We're going to go ahead and add it to our design prep just to see what this looks like. It's going to run through it there for me. Oops, I had a white background. Let me change that to a black background so it looks better. And there you go. So again, great looking laces there, great looking mom design. You could have easily typed out softball with that TRW 04 superscript multi-stone font. But then again, what we can also do, and anybody want to see how you can save some sticky flock and how you can save some different materials when doing this design? So check this out. Highlight my design. Let's go to the wizard. Let's go to templates and let's right click on magic templates. So when I right click on magic templates, check it out. These are already mirrored. Obviously it's spelt mom, so it looks the same both ways, but those are mirrored already for me. What I would do real quickly, grab that, drag it down, and grab that and drag it down. Okay? Now you're not wasting as much glitter heat transfer vinyl. And then honestly, with this part right here, what you could do is you can move that up there, just cut that much sticky flock, okay? Brush in, make your hotfix tape big enough for the full template. Brush in the 6s first, layer this template. So watch, if say this template were orange, layer, after you brush in those 6s, layer this template directly on top of that one, okay? And then when it's directly on top, then you just saved all of that sticky flock right there on the bottom because you'll just be able to brush that in, okay? So that's just your quick little tip as far as a way to save some sticky flock template material when you're doing a design like this, all right? So this mom design right here, who thinks that, who thinks you would be able to sell this design? So again, perfect looking stones right here, glitter heat transfer vinyl, make it into any color you want. And then again, you have the option of baseball mom, and then you can go of number 20, change that into any type of font that you want. So if I wanted to make that white, I could use a different font. So let's go maybe an impact font, see what that looks like. Again, now it's completely customized. Convert that to curves. Go to the wizard and our magic vinyl. Let's use some silver glitter or white glitter for that. And now this is completely customized baseball mom of number 20 shirt. All right? And look at that. I got 1 minute to spare. So pretty cool looking designs right here. I think that they're designs that can definitely help you guys and that you'll definitely be able to sell. But more importantly, I think that you guys knowing the different features in the TRW Stone Wizard and knowing different techniques to be able to do this stuff, get creative with it. Don't just do the exact same fonts and don't just do the exact same designs. Think of your own ideas and think of different ways that you can do it that are going to help your business, because you might not have baseball moms as a customer. You might have something else. So, but now that you know the basic functions and the basic ways to do it, then it's going to make it obviously a lot easier for you. And like I said before, if you don't know how to use your software, no matter how much you paid for it, it is basically worthless to you. Okay, so that's why we will and always have the most tutorial videos on any software out there, because we know that we get requests in all the time to create tutorial videos and to create things, and we're going to keep doing it. We have all of the built-in tutorial videos into the wizard, which is awesome. And we think that is going to obviously help all of you guys learn the software as well. That's why I have over 150 tutorial videos built in right here for you guys to be able to have a video for every button in the software. Okay? So who in here wants a 30% off coupon code for all Rhinestones on the website? Anybody? Nobody? Really? I'm just kidding. All of you have said me, 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 me. 30% off Rhinestones it's off all Rhinestones and Rhinestuds on the website, any different quantity, okay? So Rhinestones and Rhinestuds, 30% off. And then you're also going to get this baseball mom design for free. You're going to get the dance mom design for free. But wait, there's more. You're going to get the laces for free as well, okay? So all of those files, I'm going to actually list them in the deals section. Oh, and the TrueType font, of course. How could I forget that? Yes, and you get the TrueType font for free. Man, today is everybody's lucky day. But it's our lucky day as well because over 480 of you came here today to hang out with me, and I really appreciate it. Any of you that have not been to a trade show yet, we do have some awesome trade shows coming up. Our trade shows, and let me just get you an idea real quick of the ones that are coming up. So those of you that are in the area, we do have next week we leave for Minnesota. So we have a DAC show in Minnesota, and we do have a class at that show, and it's a free class. It's a free training. I think it's an hour and a half, but let me drag this over here just to show you. By the way, what do you think of our awesome logo up here at the top? Serge Rhinestone made this logo for us. Pretty cool looking logo for St. Patty's Day. But let's go ahead and look. Right here we have DAX Treasure Island, March 27th and 28th. And then we have Tinley Park, Illinois, Nashville, Tennessee, Arlington, Texas, Indianapolis, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois. So most of these right here we do have classes at. So make sure if you are going to any of these, sign up for the class ahead of time because you will be able to get, on most of these, you'll be able to get into the training class for free, okay, as long as you sign up ahead of time. Yes, we do have Long Beach coming up too. Long Beach in July. Long Beach, Nashville again, Philly, Orlando, Denver, Fort Worth, Atlanta. So those are our shows left this year. So again, if you haven't been to a show yet, we have in-booth trainings the entire time. Come by. We have some giveaways if you wear the TRW Bling shirts. So those are awesome. If you purchase something on the website, just request one of the Bling transfers, and you wear that to the show, you get a TRW swag bag. So definitely check that out. Susan, Seattle did not come through. ISS was thinking about having a show in Seattle, but they did not end up having the show in Seattle. So Seattle is a no-go. I would have loved to go to Seattle. I've never been there before. And a quick update, they're putting the carpet down in the TRW Bling headquarters this weekend. So they are getting pretty close to our build-out, and then we will start having some awesome trainings at the TRW Bling headquarters, 1- and 2-day trainings. You guys can fly in, and we'll have 1- 2-day trainings. You can use it as a business write-off. And just to let you know, Siesta Key Beach is about 15-20 minutes from us right here. It was the #1 rated beach in the United States by TripAdvisor.com. So you can say you went to the best beach in all of the United States, and it's a great business write-off, especially during those winter times where you guys are getting drilled by all the snow. All right. So, and then the last thing right here is those of you who are not on the YouTube channel right here, and our TRW app for the Androids and for the Androids and iPhones, your iPads. So any different specials or anything that we have, we do put on that app. You can also watch all of our videos on the app as well. So, all right, Matt, enough talking. Give me a coupon code. I know. All right, so coupon code. Let's see what our coupon code is going to be. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to make this a little bit larger here. And if we're going to make a coupon code, why not make it with our awesome Rhinestone True Type font that you're going to get for free? So it's TRW RECORD BREAKER 30. So tell me we didn't have confidence in the TRW crew today, because the coupon code, we knew we were going to break the record because we know you guys represent. So TRW Record Breaker 30. That is the coupon code. It is available right now for 30% off Rhinestones and Rhinestuds on the website at rhinestoneworld.com. Dwayne, we do have the dude transfer available on the website as well. The dude one is TRW Dudes Have Stones. So that is the dude transfer that you can get that swag bag as well, buddy. All right. So again, thank you all for coming. As I ask all of you, did everyone in here learn at least one thing in the webinar today that is going to help you with your business, help you in designing, and help you with the TRW Stone Wizard? Yes? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Very cool. Well, again, thank you all for coming. Hey, it's going to be tough to beat this next one, just to let you know. You guys are going to cost me a lot of money because we ended up with I think the highest we got up to was 490. And our GoToWebinar only holds 500 people. So when we make this a regular basis and a regular thing here with 490 of you in here, and we break that 500 threshold, people are going to start getting locked out of the webinar. So we're going to have to up that webinar, and that would be awesome. I would be glad to up it if there's 500 of you showing up for every webinar, because that means you guys are getting more knowledge of the software. You guys are hopefully helping your business and helping your business grow, and that's our goal here. Like I say, the more shirts you sell, the more successful your business is, the more successful TRW is as well, and that's why we share everything we know. So again, TRW Record Breaker 30 is the coupon code. Go to the deals section on the website at rhinestoneworld.com. That is going to have the free font. It's also going to have the free laces. It's going to have the free baseball mom design, and it's going to have that free dance design. So freebie heaven today here at the Rhinestone World. So make sure to go grab all of those. If you do have any questions, make sure to give us a call. Take advantage of that 30% off. We've never done it before. You guys are special because you guys broke our record. It's going to be hard to break this one next time, though. 490. It's going to be a tough one. All right, crew. Well, again, thank you all for hanging out. Sorry for going over a little bit, but hopefully that coupon code and all the free files will make it worth it. Just to let you know, the True Type font is capital letters. So type it out in caps, because a lot of you are going to type it out in lowercase off the start, and it's not going to do anything. It's all capitals, and then it has the whole number set as well, okay? All right, crew. Thanks again. As always, if you have any questions at all, make sure to give us a call. Number's 941-755-1696. This is Matt, Rudy Rhinestone, Nick Rhinestone, Lisa Rhinestone, Doc Rhinestone, and Sammy Rhinestone with the rhinestoneworld.com. And you guys all have a great day. Oh, the coupon code is available for 24 hours. It will close at 4 p.m. tomorrow, okay? All right, crew. See ya.